High above the vast Siberian tundra, where the horizon stretches endlessly under a pale Arctic sky, a new chapter in aerial supremacy is unfolding. The Russian Air Force is breathing fresh life into one of its most iconic symbols of power, the Tu-160 Blackjack, affectionately known as the White Swan. These majestic supersonic bombers, with their variable sweep wings cutting through the clouds like blades, are undergoing significant modernization. Each upgraded Tu-160M can carry up to 6, or in some configurations more, of the formidable KH-55SM cruise missiles, weapons that embody precision, reach, and devastating potential. Imagine the scene. A Tu-160M lifts off from a remote airfield, its 4 powerful Kuznetsov engines roaring as it climbs to altitude. Pilots in the modernized cockpit, with updated avionics and glass displays, monitor systems far more advanced than those of its Soviet-era predecessors. This is not just an upgrade, it's a strategic recalibration in an era of renewed great power competition. While next-generation projects like the PAK-DA stealth bomber face delays, the Tu-160M serves as a reliable bridge, keeping Russia's long-range aviation force credible and potent. At the heart of this capability lies the KH-55SM, a subsonic air-launched cruise missile that has evolved into a cornerstone of Russia's standoff strike doctrine. Developed as an extended-range variant of the original KH-55, NATO. As 1.5 Kent, the KH-55SM features conformal fuel tanks mounted on its fuselage sides, boosting its range to approximately 3,000 kilometers, or even more in optimized flight profiles. This allows the carrier aircraft to launch from deep within friendly or contested airspace, well beyond the reach of most enemy air defenses. Picture a KH-55SM detaching from the Tu-160's internal rotary launcher. Its wings unfold, the R95TP300 turbofan engine ignites, and it descends to a low-altitude flight profile, skimming just 40 to 110 meters above the terrain. This nap of the Earth flight path makes it incredibly difficult for radar systems to detect and track. The missile follows pre-programmed terrain contours using inertial navigation combined with terrain contour matching, TERCOM, updates, achieving a circular error probable, CEP, of around 20 to 100 meters, depending on conditions. It can adjust its path, hugging valleys and hills to evade detection. Speed-wise, it cruises at around Mach 0.77 to 0.9, roughly 720 to 940 km per hour. Fast enough for strategic strikes but optimized for efficiency and stealth over raw velocity. Its length of about 6 meters and launch weight of around 1,500 kg allows seamless integration into the bomber's massive payload bays. What truly sets the KH-55SM apart is its dual-nature warhead flexibility. It can be equipped with a thermonuclear warhead yielding up to 200 kilotons, a force capable of altering the landscape of conflict on a strategic scale, or a conventional high-explosive fragmentation warhead for precise, high-impact strikes against hardened targets, command centers, or infrastructure without crossing the nuclear threshold. This versatility is a game-changer. In a conventional scenario, a salvo of KH-55SMS, or its KH-555 conventional sibling, can saturate defenses, striking multiple high-value targets simultaneously from hundreds or thousands of kilometers away. Russia has demonstrated related systems in operations over Syria and in ongoing conflicts, proving the reliability of long-range cruise missile tactics. The low observable characteristics, combined with electronic countermeasures and the ability to fly in coordinated swarms or timed salvos, overwhelm enemy air defense networks designed primarily for higher altitude or faster threats. For Russia, investing in the Tu-160M and its KH-55SM arsenal delivers multiple layered benefits in today's geopolitical landscape. First, extended deterrence and reach. With a practical combat radius enhanced by in-flight refueling, a single Tu-160M can project power across continents. From bases in Russia, these platforms can threaten targets deep in Europe, Asia, or even farther with support. This keeps adversaries guessing and forces them to allocate significant resources to air and missile defense, stretching their budgets and readiness. Second, cost-effective strategic depth. Modernizing existing airframes and restarting limited production of the Tu-160M is more economical than rushing entirely new stealth platforms. The White Swan remains the largest and one of the fastest operational bombers in the world, capable of Mach 2 dashes when needed, carrying up to 40-plus tons of ordnance. Pairing it with proven, upgradable missiles like the KH-55SM lineage, which has spawned stealthier successors like KH-100-100 seconds, maintains a high-low mix that balances capability and affordability. Third, flexibility in the nuclear and conventional spectrum. The dual-capable nature provides seamless escalation options. In peacetime or gray zone operations, conventional strikes demonstrate resolve. In heightened tensions, the nuclear option reinforces deterrence without immediate deployment of ICBMs or submarine-launched missiles. This strengthens Russia's strategic triad: bombers, submarines, and land-based missiles, ensuring no single point of failure. Each Tu-160M armed with KH-55SM multiplies this credibility. Fourth, survivability and operational resilience. Launching from standoff distances keeps the expensive bomber asset safe. The missile's low flight profile and terrain following reduce interception chances. Upgrades to the Tu-160M include better electronic warfare suites, jamming resistance, and modern navigation, allowing operations even in contested electromagnetic environments. Russia's vast territory provides ample basing options, dispersal, and training grounds far from immediate threats. Fifth, technological and industrial momentum. These programs sustain Russia's aerospace expertise. Engineers refine avionics, engines like the upgraded NK-32 series, and missile guidance. Lessons feed into future systems, including potential integration of hypersonic weapons or longer-range variants like the KH-BD. It signals to allies and partners that Russia maintains a robust defense industrial base capable of delivering strategic systems. As the Tu-160M climbs higher, its contrails fading into the stratosphere, the message is clear. Russia is not merely maintaining its legacy fleet. It is enhancing a proven platform with missiles that offer unmatched standoff reach, destructive flexibility, and evasion prowess. The KH-55SM doesn't seek the limelight. It operates in the shadows of the atmosphere, a silent guardian of strategic interests. In a world of rapid technological change and shifting alliances, this combination provides Russia with a reliable, flexible, and formidable tool for deterrence and, if necessary, power projection. The White Swan soars on, its belly laden with potential, reminding the world that distance is no longer safety, and precision can be delivered from the edge of the horizon. The skies belong to those who master them, and with the upgraded Tu-160 and KH-55SM, Russia continues to assert that mastery.